You might like Spider-Man 2 starring Tobey Maguire, but here's a bunch of people who hated it. Tobey Maguire is still Spider-Man, and that's a pretty significant drawback. He's still Spider-Man? In like the way that Wesley Snipes still thinks he's Blade? 2017 is when you wrote the review, and he's obviously not Spider-Man anymore.
Hope the third is better. Well, I have some terrible news for you. It's like saying, I hope my 30s are better than my 20s. Getting so much of that sweet divorced ass.
Nonsense. And missing the fun camp of the first one. Neat though. Meh. Better effects though. Wow. Hell of a roller coaster you just took me on right there. This is shit, but it's alright. I really like it.
Every other scene, do you love me, Peter Parker? Man, that sucked. Every other scene? Good thing you didn't watch the director's cut. It was every scene.
Maybe the most overrated Spider-Man director and actor we've had. Not only does Tobey Maguire not suit Spider-Man, he lacks humor and lightweightness Spider-Man is in the comics. He wasn't lightweighted enough? Are you fat-shaming Tobey Maguire?
Too much ham and cheese, but plenty of mayo. Pretty sure everyone in this movie was white.
It has the same problem as the other two. Over-the-top acting, cheesy romance, and a main hero about as tough as a newborn baby. Spider-Man's next villain. Boss baby.
Tobey Maguire is awful again. New York Times says Tobey Maguire was awful again. See Spider-Man 2 coming this summer.
Once there were two villains in every single superhero movie, it just became too much. Can't focus? Is that your problem? You hate Marvel. I already know. Man, your brain is gonna explode for Infinity Wars.
It's like Raimi just discovered CGI existed and was making up for lost time. That would imply there was no CGI in the first Spider-Man movie. There was plenty, like most of it. Just discovered CGI existed for the second time.
A mediocre pile of shit. Taking that literally is really funny. That's fine, but look at that one.
Alright, the end is an embarrassment to society. Honestly, turn it off 5 minutes before it ends. That's just missing the credits. That's all that is.
Don't get the hype. Spider-Man 2 just feels like another film. It is a film, so it should feel like another film. Compared to other Spider-Man films and the recent Dark Knight trilogy, I don't think it can be compared. When I compare it to other things, there is no comparison.
Absolute fucking garbage. I was 10 years old when I saw this, and even then I walked out of the theater pissed off over how terrible this movie was. We are spoiled bastards. Oh my god. The fact that we could have a guy in a suit like flying through a city like that and we walk out like, this is crap. Meanwhile, other people are like, I don't have water.
Not what I was expecting. What were you expecting? I can't think of anything else. Oh, Spider-Man. Gonna be a romantic comedy, right? With Neil Patrick Harris. I don't know.
These movies have some really great parts, and then there are some so tremendously poor parts that infect the rest like some sort of European plague. Is that different than other plagues? It's a very geographically specific plague you chose. Like, why wasn't it just a plague? Or AIDS? Thanks so much for hanging out with us while we make fun of these stupid reviews of Spider-Man 2. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit one of the videos that are on your screen to see another one, and until we see you next time, geek out and game on.